Yes, it is me, Market Vendor here again today. Well, the big talk, well, one of the big talks here recently got to do with civil servants and the suspension of 2 teachers for participating under the opposition DLP banner in the elections that just ended a few months ago. Now, you see me, Market Vendor. My understanding of the civil service is that it is handed down, that we inherited our systems from the United Kingdom government, which was the colonial power, and until recently we swore allegiance to Her Majesty the Queen. I don't believe that the rules of impartiality, fairness, and objectivity that would have applied in the past do not still apply. My understanding is that a civil servant really should not be participating in active political matters because then you are expected to be above the fray, to be impartial, and to be able to give whoever the soundest possible advice based on impartiality. You might ask me what that got to do with a teacher. But that question could only be rhetorical because the rules are the rules. And you're either following the rules or you're not following the rules. If the government or whoever wants to change the rules and allow civil servants to participate actively in politics, I, Market Vendor, would not be supporting that, but I could respect whatever decision is ultimately made. After all, that is what a democracy is about. I feel it would be a backward step. Now, my understanding is that in the past, what you would do if you wanted to participate in active politics is that you would resign the position, and then go and throw your hat in the ring. I remember back in 1984, for example, Mr. Owen Arthur was working, I believe, in the Ministry of Economic Affairs or the Ministry of Finance. And the Right Honourable JMGM Tom Adams plucked him out of the civil service. He left the civil service and ran in the by-election against Sybil Leacock, lost by 1 vote. They went to Parliament, went to court. The court overturned the decision, ordered a new election, and Mr. Arthur won comfortably after the floods down in St. Peter, and a lot of money gets spent down there during that period to help out people who had been flooded out. You could say that the area was flooded with support from the government, thereby ensuring a comfortable victory for Mr. Arthur, then and subsequently, and for the Barbados Labour Party. You can't run with the hares and with the hounds too. It's very clear to market. Civil servants should be above the fray. Good dear. You mean to tell me that we really got to debate and discuss that in this day and age? Whether a civil servant should be allowed to take part in politics? A lot of things is a constitutional right, but it don't mean that it is right to do it. You got to understand certain things and be above, the civil service got to be above that kind of partisan thing. We done here already that the civil service been politicized over the years. I, Market Vendor, can't speak to that particular matter. But I would like to think that when I talk into a permanent secretary or a senior government officer on any matter, that they can separate their own personal political views from those of the partisan. You understand? And be objective and give advice and to speak very clearly and very succinctly and objectively to all matters. Now, if you belong to a political party and you're running as a candidate, you really feel that that can happen? I don't think so. We're dealing with human beings. But in any event, the rules are the rules. So now it comes down to the interpretation of the rules, and we got to see whether the courts agree or disagree. I was only a Market Vendor, and like you, I got an opinion too as well. You don't have to agree with it. I might be right or I might be wrong. Market gone for now. But you have a blessed and a wonderful day. Yeah?